Hi everybody, today I'm here to show you how to clone an ID48 96-bit lock transponder chip. So we're currently sitting in a Volkswagen Beetle 2008 model. This is the original key for it. As you can see, it's kind of damaged. So we're going to be cloning the ID48 transponder out of it and then putting it into a new KD remote. So first thing is we're going to be using the KDX2 to clone the transponder. So the first thing we want to do is turn the actual KDX2 on, hold the power button down for about 2 seconds. The next step is to open the mobile KD application, agree to the disclaimer. So the next step is to come up to chip function, and we're going to select automatic detection clone. We're going to insert the original key into the coil. It's going to read the information out of the original. It's going to tell us it is an ID48, the ID of course of the actual key, original 48 Volkswagen, it's a JMA TP23 chip, and it can be copied, which is the part we really want to see. So the next step from there, you have 3 options down the bottom: chip decode, chip editing, and re-identify. We're going to go chip decode. From there, it's going to ask us to collect 5 sets of data from the ignition. So what that means is we're going to use the collection antenna and put it right next to the ignition coil. Then we're going to turn the key from the off position to on, to off, and then remove the key and repeat that 5 times. And when I say remove the key, I do mean turn the key off, remove the key from the ignition, and then reinsert it. Don't just sit there turning it off and on, it won't work. Alrighty, so to the ignition coil, put the original key in, hold the collection antenna next to it, and every time I turn the key on, you'll see that we have a collection of data. So the machine does tell you when you've collected data successfully. That's 2 sets. That did not collect that time. There we go, 3 sets. 4 sets, and then last set. Beautiful. So it's now going to ask us to put the original key back into the coil, as I have done. It will pretty much now request that we upload the data to the KD server. So we're going to select upload data, and it's going to give us an estimated wait time of how long. It's also going to let us know that the current operation will deduct KD coins from our account. It's going to remove 150 KD coins. Please confirm the operation. Hit OK. Now there's one person, as you can see, it's queued up to decode, and there's one person in front of us. It'll take about 2 minutes to decode the information on the server. So while we're waiting for that, I want to point out that you do not have to have the key in the coil sitting there waiting. You can actually turn the KD device completely off if you want to. You do not have to have the app open. You've literally, once the information has been decoded successfully, you'll receive a text message to your mobile phone, the one we just received now, saying that the KD calculation of your ID48 is complete. It is pretty much ready to copy the chip. So you could come back to this an hour later, a day later, it does not matter. It's pretty much, it's stored in your device account. So once you're ready to finish the decoding process, the copy chip, you come back to it, pretty much turn the KDX2 device back on. We're going to open the mobile KD application again. We're going to select agree, obviously. We're going to come up to chip function, and then we're going to hit ID48 query result, and it's just a little blue round icon with a magnifying glass and 48 inside it. Select that. It's now going to ask us to put the original key back into the transponder coil and confirm that this is the actual ID48 that we did decode previously. So we're going to hit verify the original key. Alright, so it's verified that this is the original key. We're then going to place a blank ID48 into the chip slot and then clone the actual transponder chip. Now for this one, we're using a ID48 chip. So we're going to hit copy. As you can see, we get a copy success message. So the next step there is pretty much to make sure that the key works. So we have a pre-cut key here that we've done earlier. We're going to insert the transponder into the transponder chip slot. Now, with the KD slots, they are designed for a carbon transponder chip, so when you use a glass one, you do hear a bit of a rattle. So I recommend probably propping that out with something, some blue tack or something, just to keep it still and in position. Alrighty, so now we're just going to test the new key. Insert the key into the coil. Start the vehicle. Starts lovely. Remove the new key from the coil, and then we're going to start it with the original key. Make sure everything is still functioning fine. There we go. So we've made a complete copy of a Volkswagen Beetle 2008 model ID48 96-bit locked transponder chip. Thanks.